All right, welcome everybody to what I'm going to go ahead and call day 0 of my hard space ship breaker No Union challenge. We'll get into what all that is and what it means here in a little bit. We'll have a little bit of time to talk, but for now we're going to go ahead and select standard, unlimited lives, work on the clock, time is money. Go ahead and get booted in. We're going to a little bit of background about what's going on in the world in this game right now. So, humankind has industrialized much of the solar system. Earth is deteriorated into a place of squalor and decay. I'm going to leave all my mistakes in. That's how I do it. In orbit, a new breed of worker has emerged. The shipbreaker. The labor is extremely dangerous, but for a select few, the hazard pay is worth the risk. Be surprised how hard it is to read. Not really, but you know what I mean. Reading out loud and trying to dictate into the microphone. It's always interesting. You can see on the left here, we got a bunch of bills, medical bills, power bills. My dad's sick apparently, and I didn't get this job. There's food shortages going on, but I have a reply here from the Lynx Corporation for a shipbreaker application to pave the way to the Galaxy program. Get an update on our application status. It looks like the world's not in a great place. Congratulations. You've been accepted into Lynx Corporation's pioneering Pave the Way to the Galaxy program. Your selection was based on above average physical and cognitive ability. Call me strong and smart. You're assigned to salvage section number 42, designated Morrigan. Demonstrate the ability to build and grow a profitable operation, and a number of exciting opportunities await you. Remember, employment in this program is at the sole discretion of the Lynx Corporation and can be revoked at any time. Acts of malice or insubordination will not be tolerated. Upon signing this form, please proceed immediately to the nearest Lynx Corporation shuttle hub for transport to the worksite. Finalize the following pages to confirm employment. It's not the first time I've read that today. Now, I'm going to go ahead and set up an account name. Lynx Work Effort Program requires an account name. So we got to enter an account name below. Now it says profanity or anti-corporate slang / jargon is not accepted. We're going to notice a little bit of that being a bit of a theme throughout this game. We're playing on standard, like we said earlier, unlimited regeneration at $150,000 each. We've, selected revival package. We proudly offer our EverWork asset replacement program to new employees. Below are the details of your selected spare package. Care and Health Board Advisory. Cloning has a 0.02% chance of DNA corruption. That'll come up here in a little bit. Now we gotta, do our voice identity. Here's the different voice choices. I prefer this one. I play standard orientation. I do it with keyboard and mouse. That gives me my 40% improved productivity. And my choice doesn't matter too much as far as cost goes, because that's really all that matters today. We're here about money. So this is, not as much true that food costs may vary over time, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with plastic free. And food that'll come up here in a little bit when we discuss the challenge and why it is the way it is. So we got a little bit of an agreement here. We gotta agree to each of these things. Let's say I have no criminal record in the Terran or Martian zones. A record in the Jovian frontier is acceptable. No, I'm good. I am not a member of and have never associated with a workers' union or the other labor interest. Okay. I have completed my annual medical exam and have been cleared of having Macaula's lung. I don't even know how to say it. I just guessed at it, so I'm pretty sure I don't have it. I have no commercial or real estate interest on Luna in the asteroid belt or in the nation state of Arizona. I will bring a positive attitude and problem-solving mindset to work every day. Sure. I understand and accept the health risks associated with long-term exposure to Van der Waals field. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? And I will vote for Chancellor Jun Zhang in the Pan American Senate election. I guess. Alright, now we have a very lengthy employment agreement that says a bunch of really terrible things, and we'll get into what some of those things are as we go, but let's just say they own me. I'm not going to skip the training. I want to leave that in because it's going to intentionally hamper me a little bit for my challenge. I like it. Now we get into the, you know, beautiful opening cinematic that I'm going to go ahead and skip because I don't want to get hit with copyright.
Your automated links onboarding
play the game.
will now
You should
begin.
see it. It's really pretty.
Please observe this important message.
But
Space. Boundless promise. Limitless resources. A brighter future.
we're going to get into this
It's
little
here
propaganda
where hard workers
video.
like you, the backbone of civilization, will help us pave the way to the galaxy. I'm Calicia Rye Paulson, president of Lynx Corporation's Salvage Division. When my great-great-grandfather Exeter
Yeah.
founded Lynx, he
That
foresaw
sounds
a
like a
remarkable
great
opportunity
thing.
among the stars.
You know,
His
families
vision
passing
eventually
down
brought us the railgate.
wealth and ownership of
Now
companies.
spanning all the way
So
to
that was
Jupiter.
built in
These are the
2267,
veins
and that was the
connecting
first
all
one.
of modern
So
civilization.
we're past that by
And
quite a
the
bit.
people flowing through them are its lifeblood. The railgates
for the
reinvigorated
future, you know,
humanity and are key to our continued progress.
we can tell isn't exactly
You've been
going as
selected
great as
from
they want to
amongst
try to
thousands
pretend
of
here.
candidates to
Um,
join the Lynx family.
Yeah, you always got a little
This is
company
more
saying
than
they're a
just a job.
family. You know, no red
It's an
flags, no red
opportunity.
flags.
To be
This is all
part of
great.
the largest, most successful,
Largest,
and
most
pioneering
successful
company
in human history. You know, those
Your dream
usually
may be to
don't
forge your
really
own destiny
support
one
workers'
day.
rights, but you
Well,
know,
Work hard.
we
Ease
agreed
your
to
superiors.
not doing a
Believe in the
union.
Lynx vision. Do this, and you too
If you
will
find
get
it
your
frustrating them talking over her,
Your
I'm
first
sorry.
step is to join our ever
Once again,
program,
this is all
The
just in an
greatest
effort
gift
to
we
prevent
give
me
our
from getting
employees.
copyright.
turning death into an ongoing opportunity for learning
Well,
and growth.
Death is an ongoing
With
opportunity
Lynx,
for learning and growth. That's
Death is a fresh start.
that's the necromancer.
Good
That's the
luck.
necromancer's way of life. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, now I have to go ahead and agree that death is a fresh start.
Video observation complete. To finalize onboarding, your genetic sequence will now be extracted for use with the Lynx EverWork Asset Replacement Program.
Okay.
Don't worry, pain levels during extraction are largely tolerable.
What do you mean by largely?
Please note, as outlined in Section
Oh,
31
my
of your
hair.
employment agreement, the process of genetic extraction
Well.
will destroy your original body.
Oh well,
Beginning
that's
extraction
terrible.
now.
Ooh. That's definitely uncomfortable. Hopefully, at least it's done now, right? You know,
Extraction
I can just
analysis
die.
and backup complete. Thank you. Beginning spare generation.
it's a little dark, but you know, that's exactly how it would work. That would be the trade-off, wouldn't it? That boot up definitely looked very encouraging. The EverWork asset replacement successful. Genetic sequence stored. Congratulations. It is now safe to die. Shipbreakers are responsible for the cost of biomaterials used in the EverWork process, and additional fees required for death that occur outside working hours. You may now proceed with salvage training. Good luck. And that's what we were talking about earlier, is the $150,000 per death. I'm just gonna go ahead and break down this fees report. This is all the fees we've already incurred. If you want to look through this, I promise you there are 1,000 different little jokes in here. Not really 1,000, but there's a bunch of tiny little, every line, every bit. It's amazing. 10 out of 10 read. But we're not going to take the time today, but we are going to look at it as our meal prep. All right, it is charged annually. You will see that, right? Comes up to $34,780,000. Now that's what inspired the challenge, because the challenge is going to be to pay this off within a year, right? So we don't incur any more meal costs. Now we're gonna assume, you know, the way this charges, because it charges daily on everything, that each shift is going to be a day, and that will be, you know, 364 shifts is when we'll try to get it under. Remember, debt is a sign of being prepared. See? Such an inspirational message. I'm going to go ahead and scan in to accept that debt. Now, normally, that wouldn't be a difficult thing to do, to pay the debt off.
All right. Breathe.
Okay.
You're okay.
Thank you, Weaver.
Everything's gonna be just fine.
But for me, it's gonna be a little rough.
Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with their first spare.
Yeah, it
Anyway,
happens.
welcome aboard. The name's Weaver.
No, Weaver.
I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of other shipbreakers in this region. This year's Morgan Station. She may not look like much right now.
Morgan
but once
Station.
you boot her up, she'll purr like a
Oh,
kitten.
Weaver.
All right. Let's test out your orientation control.
Okay.
Do me a favor and look up at that cargo elevator up above.
That right there?
That's it.
Good job.
So that's where all the salvage gets collected to be picked up by the transfer crew. Just in case you ever turn yourself out of whack, use your roll thrusters to reorient.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's
You can
get
see
you
how this
flying.
game is kind of
Activating your thruster controls.
in a full 3D space. There is
Try moving around.
no gravity or anything. So we can kind of do stuff if we want.
Now vertical.
And now
control.
he's gonna teach me about ascending and descending. You know, full 6-axis control. If I can get my why isn't it? Oh, wrong button.
Mhm.
That's
Looks
why.
good. Now, to finalize these movement checks, I need you to fly to these waypoints.
Oh yeah. And like I said, I've played this game before. I don't know if I did mention or not.
Myself, you know,
I have about 80 hours in.
until there was some complications with my last revive.
Remember what I said about that
Those are
0.02%
early days
chance?
of the tech, though, so never you mind about that.
That's this
Oh,
poor guy.
Almost forgot the most important thing. Brakes.
Oh, Weaver.
Get yourself going at a decent clip, and then test them out, why don't you?
Yeah, I'll hit my brakes. Now, there's two ways to brake. I personally use
All right.
control.
Looks like the bay here was left in a bit of a mess.
Now we're
clean
gonna get
this
into the
crap up.
basics
I'm
of
gonna
what we do
activate
in
the
this
furnace.
game.
Now. Dang thing. Would you just...
The story is amazing. I love all the little bits, like the fact
There
that
you
stuff
go.
doesn't work as well as
Now,
it
these
should.
furnaces are used to melt down soft metals. Should go without saying. These things are hot as all get out. So, try not to drift into them by accident. Okay, let's get a handle on your grapple tool. This fella here is a shipbreaker's bread and butter. This is how we move salvage around. Activate the beam and hold it to grab an object to move it around.
There you go, Weaver.
It's not too heavy. Give it a go. And move one of these pieces into either furnace. When you're holding an object with the grapple, you can retract the
It
base.
didn't give me a new one?
This will pull a light object to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull
shoot.
you towards it.
Alright.
Nice job cleaning up that soft metal scrap cutter.
Those furnaces have a ton of draw, as you can
Let's
see.
move on to the bigger
I'm not even
nanocarbon
close
chunks
to it,
now,
but
shall
it's
we?
still
You may have
gives me
already noticed
problems.
these are too heavy to move with your grapple.
Yeah.
I'm enabling your scanner so we can check out their structural
Ooh.
makeup. Go ahead and boot it up. This
Look
mode
at
of your
that.
scanner lets you assess an object's structure. What I
He's
want you
gonna
to
ask me
focus
to look
on
at
right
that.
now are these cut points. All right. Controls give me the go-ahead to get you cutting. You got quick access to all your tools through your HUD. Just open up your tool selector and choose the cutting tool.
There's a few ways to do it. I personally use 1, 2, and 3 to switch between my tools. Oh, it's gonna make me open the tool menu. Isn't
The
that?
cutting tool
Yeah.
has two modes.
Okay.
The first one is
But,
the stinger. It's designed for precision vaporization of cut points
I
like that.
know.
You ready to perform some zero-G surgery, Cutter?
Yep.
Well, let's split this scrap so it's light enough to move.
This is gonna be my
That's how you do it. Okay,
first day, because I'm
let
gonna
me
get my
boot up
first
the process
charges
so
after
you can
this.
salvage these. Do me a favor.
Forgot to mention
Look
day
on
1
over
started
one
as
of
soon
them
as I spawned
there.
over there.
So I can see if they activate right.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotcha,
perfect.
Weaver.
Wish me luck here, Cutter.
You got it,
Me
buddy.
and technology ain't always the best of friends.
You got it, buddy. I
Hey.
believe in you.
All right, we're in business. Now swap over
Here
your
we are.
grapple and toss one of those pieces you separated right in there.
Yeah, I know. Oof. eventually, and luckily for the majority of my challenge, my tools will be a lot more powerful than what they are now. Including my jet, my movement, all that kind of stuff.
Well, okay. We're almost done getting this bay in shape. Let's go after that large aluminum chunk over there. Now, this beast is way too heavy to move as is.
Yeah, I
It's also
know.
too dense for your stinger to break it down. And there are no structural cut points for us to take advantage of.
Yeah, well,
We're
look
gonna
at
have to
that.
switch over to the split saw mode of your cutting tool. Start slicing this thing down to size.
If you say so, Weaver.
Go ahead and switch cut modes now.
All right, let's get switched to cut modes.
Now try changing the angle of the cut. We're in business. I've unlocked the trigger on your cutting tool. It'll split that big chunk clean in
I'm gonna
two.
do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm
Go
gonna do
ahead
it.
and give her a whirl. I'm gonna
There
turn
we
on your
go.
salvage indicator so you can track how much work there is left to do. This thing will track how much you've salvaged and how much you've lost. For now, let's try and hit that first goal marker. And
Yeah, I
that's what
think
it's all
that should
about,
do it.
Cutter. The more salvage goals you complete,
Now we gotta head
closer
over to
you'll
the
get
hab.
hitting your certifications and ranking up. Great first shift in the
Yep,
yard, Cutter.
that was all of it.
Let's head on over to your hab and I'll show you the ropes
Yeah,
there.
I'm working on it.
Fly on over back to the master jack. I'll put a marker on it so you can find it easy.
Woohoo,
When you get
break!
there,
Let's get
head on
down
in
here.
and we'll get started.
A few other neat things that are gonna happen during this challenge that I'll talk about, and every time I see the hab I think of the first one. But alright. So that's technically the end of day one. I made $455,823.79. Technically, I guess there's $761 worth of material left remaining.
New
But I don't
certification
care.
level attained. License level increased.
And I'm now level 2. Well, it was a good day. We got a 6 MP. We'll see what that is later on. And it's gonna go ahead and load day 2. And I'm probably gonna do this as a double upload of both videos, but I will go ahead and cut it here. So I will see you in the next video, which, like I said, should be uploaded directly after this one. It should be a double episode today. Let's see how it goes. Honestly, knowing me, maybe more. All right, we'll see.